It's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Happy Friday, guys. Yesterday, Thursday, we talked about bottom tier. What do you do? Where do you go? And we chose to go where the heavies go and try to be as annoying AF as we can be. Today, we're going to go to where arguably the mediums and the light tanks go. Mediums tend to work the middle. We're not going to the middle. We're going to go to the north, but a lot of mediums will go to the north. So we're going to go with a more standard position decision on this one. So again, bottom tier in the KR, not a fantastic tank. I enjoy it, decently accurate, okay with the experimental turbo thing that I've got on there. And off we go up to the north. So this time we're going to watch as this battle starts to develop and make our decisions from there on what to do. And an interesting thing happens on this one, which you may have gathered a little bit from the title of the video. When we get there, we'll talk about that. Right now, I can't know that this thing is going to happen. All I know is I have made the best decision I can make based on my positioning on this map. Now, yesterday we talked about going to the heavy spot, and I probably could have done that, and the heavy spot's down there in the southwest, but I don't find this thing's turret to be that strong, and that is a very close fight, and it actually is a bit constricted. And one of the problems with taking your medium into a constricted heavy zone, like down in the south right there. Remember yesterday we got that nice wide open ridge to fight, several ways and avenues to take shots. Down there it's basically a straightforward shot. There's some pretty big cannons on the other side potentially there. My turret's not going to hold up, and if I add another tank into an already bumper car area, that's maybe not the best idea. So some of that decision making went into my decision to come up here to the north in the KR. We got some discussion. I can take inside corner and you can hide behind my tracks. So somebody is actually talking about that, the Nurgle thing. I've seen some videos on it already. There are some options with the Nurgle when it side scrapes to put its tracks out and block other people. Now what I'm seeing here is the Type 68 has made a relatively aggressive push. Our problem is nobody went to the heavy side. Now I couldn't have known that at the start, but I'm glad right now I didn't go to the heavy corner down there because I would be alone and unafraid. That means though that we've got to make something happen in other places, and the Type 68 has not seen anything, so I'm going to actually be aggressive here. Maybe if their light tank, which I think they have one, or do they not? They do not. They do not have a light tank. So if they had a medium push up in here, maybe I can get them lit, but I don't think any have come across this road and are near the Type 68. At least it doesn't seem so at the moment. Okay, now there is. So the Bat Chat made a move. I just noticed him like, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. I'm going to take some silly shots here, some pretty bad ones. Boop, miss. That's a bummer. So he's trying to clip right there. He gets, oh, armor not hit. That's a bummer. It looks like went into the back track. Somebody hits him and tracks him, and I end up tracking him there. I finally get some damage, get a bit of assist as well. Boom, 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 and we're at 245, 442 damage. We've made a nice little jump ahead with 3 kills. I don't see anything else pushing to where the Type 68 is. I am now worried about what's going on in the heavy area down in the south, because you can see the 4502s come around the corner, and I'm worried that some others, the BZ75 and God knows what, are with him down there. There's not a whole lot of heavies, right? What would I expect? Maybe the BZ who hasn't been seen. I don't know. The Lion, possibly. Maybe not. Maybe the T30, which has not been seen either. Although the E50 has been seen, and he was headed that way, and they're in a platoon. So, yeah, I think there's some guys coming around through the heavy zone right there. So I'm going to push forward a little bit, knock this tree down for some cover, back out in case somebody decides to blind shoot it, because I did that. There we go. And check it out. Our object, or our Type 68 has decided to make an aggressive move. So I'm going to push forward here and try to support this as best I can. Like, why can't I find a shot on these guys? I don't know. There are some destructible buildings in there. I'm not sure if that's what's blocking them. There's also some rocks. So my God, I'm feeling like I'm missing. Oh my goodness. Just missing a lot of opportunities here. There's the Lion. And now we're just starting, according to the title of this particular video, to put the pedal to the metal and just to completely finish the collapse, guys. Right? Collapse a WOT story. And really, this game's over already. Check it out. Heavy went into the middle. They didn't contest it. Their push around to the south took too long. Their BZ's actually in the middle. The E50. Was I trying to shoot the E50 earlier? Maybe I was. The E50, no, I said the line. The E50 is all the way back around that corner there. I mean, they're just not in a great position. Our team figured it out pretty quickly, went to the medium area, started to follow up with this aggressive push, and that just the enemy team collapses. This is how this game is built. It is something that happens quite a bit. We do complain a lot about the turbo battles out there. Shoot him once. But really the design of the game lends itself to turbo battles quite a bit. I get slapped by him. Don't get the kill. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's get out of here. Here comes the Sturf. So now we're going to play Ring Around the Rosie. Sturf's chasing me. Got some HE for his lower plate. No, that only gets me 67. I think that's like a 40 millimeter lower plate, and I didn't get a pen. That's great. And then we do a 92 because I hit tracks. Yay. So should have aimed for the gun shield on that. I'm hoping I can jump on this guy. We got him auto. Oh, someone else got him. All right, let's get him. HE gets nothing. And we ran him. Down he goes. Very nice. And it's a romple, guys. We're going to try to get some damage off of him. Yep, zoom, zoom, zoom. And damage. No, right over the top of him. Bummer. 1,511 damage, 1,662 assists. And I don't think I get another shot in here. Pretty sure that BZ dies post-haste. Let's find out, though, because yesterday I wasn't sure either. He got one guy dead. Nope, I'm not going to get a shot on him. We're going to zoom in here and get 2 cap points or whatever it is we end up with. So a nifty little 3,000 combined bottom tier as a medium tank, and not a particularly great medium tank, by choosing a decent initial position with reasons, not just, oh, that's where mediums go. Had my reasons, went up there, noticed what was going on, took advantage of the fact that they sent nobody to the ramp right there. At least it didn't look like. And when they did send one, we gang tackled him. Then the heavy, the Type 68, makes a aggressive push, but also pretty awesome. Lights them up. We have all kinds of sniperinos, to include the TDs back here. Just start tearing those guys up. And really, when I started talking about going down and supporting the middle, and then I was discussing my bad shots on these guys here, it had been a while since I'd really talked about how many enemy tanks were left. When I came up from air in that discussion, that wasn't very long in the video, they were 2/3 dead. And we were already in collapse, a WOT story. Their team was gone. That whole snowball rolling downhill in this game is definitely a thing. If it gets going early, and your team has good position, or whatever team is starting the snowball, if they have good position and they start a snowball early and the whole team is in on it, there is almost nothing the enemy team can do. Sometimes on bigger maps, and depending on positioning, you can jump out to a big advantage, say 5 or 6 tanks, but if the other team is in a good position defensively, they might be able to attrit you and sort of bring it back. But in a situation like this one, where that snowball happens and your team is also in good position and continuing to push and rolling up the enemy team faster and faster, it's almost a guaranteed loss for the team that's happening to. And one of the tricks is to sort of realize it and try to go with that flow so that you can take a really fast game. I don't know how long this thing lasted. I've lost my counter up there, but it wasn't very long, to be quite honest. And even in a game like that, if you're up front or close enough to the front or involved in the push, then you can come up with a decent game with a little nifty 3,000 or so combined damage game and a tier 8 in the bottom tier. That is all I've got for this Friday, guys. I hope you had a great week. We'll see you on the weekend on Sunday for Coffee Talk. Later.